I'm Garrick DeMeyer from Royal Constrictor Designs. This is the second video I've done from the 2016 hatching season. Just wanted to update a couple of clutches that I have here, and then I've got a few more clutches to hatch. I've got a lot of clutches coming right now, so I'll be doing a lot of these videos, and hopefully there'll be some good stuff to see here. First clutch I wanted to show is one that I cut during my last clutch. This is a clutch of champagnes here. This was from breeding a toffee to a champagne. So all these champagnes are het for toffee. I had 5 eggs, hit on 5 champagnes, which is incredible odds. I should have gotten 2 or 3 champagnes in that clutch. And there are 3 males and 2 females in this clutch. I'm going to keep a male and probably 2 females, and I'm going to sell 2 males. I actually think I have 1 sold already, so there may be 1 male available from this clutch. And like I said, he's 100% het for toffee. If you breed him to an albino, you can produce champagne toffinos. If you breed him to a toffee or a het toffee, you can produce champagne toffees. So either way, it's going to be pretty cool. With the toffee and the toffino, everything that's darker on the champagne is going to end up being purple, and the rest of the body is going to be white. Or I'm sorry, well, it'll be a combination of yellow and white. So it's pretty amazing odds in that clutch. The other clutch that I wanted to show you here was my cinnamon banana genetic stripe clutch. And these haven't shed yet, so they're not looking their best, but you can at least get an idea of them. And I'll have these on my website available for sale soon too, once they shed and they start feeding, where you'll be able to get a better picture of them. So that's a cinnamon genetic stripe. Here's a banana genetic stripe. These guys are clouding up pretty good. I mean, they're getting pretty close to being ready to shed. So their colors are probably looking their worst right now. They'll look amazing once they get done shedding. Just a normal het stripe. And I've got some really nice cinnamon genetic stripes here. Here's one. So sorry, this is a cinnamon banana het genetic stripe. Get confused by all these names sometimes. And here's another one. Cinnamon and banana really go nicely together. Gives a predominantly purple snake with really nice oranges. And here's a really unique looking one. This one I think is just deeper in shed than the others for some reason. And then here is the cinnamon banana genetic stripe. You may remember these from a video I did last year. Really unexpected how these look. I figured that this banana version of this would end up being all kind of a lavender color, but instead it came out all kind of a orangish color. And I know from hatching some last year that there's going to eventually be some really bold purple stripes running down either side of the back. And that's going to appear over the next probably month. I actually wouldn't even mind if they even stayed like that. I just think that's a cool looking snake too. So should have a few more of these hatching this year. Okay, now on to the clutches that I can cut open today. Could be some world's firsts in here. First one we'll go to is Orange Dream Fire Pinstripe, 100% het genetic stripe, bred to a cinnamon genetic stripe. Don't be surprised if I don't know what I'm looking at, especially in the egg. It's going to take probably a little bit of time to figure out what all these are. But you may be laying your eyes on some world's firsts here, even if we can't figure out what they are. There's no regular pastel in this at all. That's something. I don't really know what. Could be maybe an Orange Dream cinnamon genetic stripe. I don't know, this is going to be a real challenge to figure out what all this is. This looks kind of similar to the other one. I think I've hit 3 genetic stripes so far. I don't know. That looks like it might be a fire genetic stripe. There's another one. Nice big clutch here, that's for sure. Hitting pretty amazing odds here. No huts yet. But nothing that I can definitively say what it is for sure either. Maybe a clutch I might have to hold on to for a while as the colors kind of sort themselves out. That I know is a pinstripe genetic stripe. Maybe a cinnamon pin. It's got some yolk in the way. I don't know what's going on with this one. I think the membrane is just in the way. Wow. I don't know what that is, but it's really cool. Well, I'll definitely post more pictures and more videos of this clutch once they hatch. Hopefully, between all of us, we can figure out what we have here. Okay, this one is actually an Orange Dream Butter Het genetic stripe to Cinnamon genetic stripe. Told you I have a lot of Cinnamon genetic stripe stuff. I'm gonna be hatching a lot of this stuff this year. That may be an Orange Dream Butter genetic stripe. Genetic stripes are so cool. Love the pattern. It's maybe an Orange Dream Cinnamon Het genetic stripe. Maybe even Orange Dream Butter Cinnamon. I don't know. I don't think so though. It doesn't. It's got too much black on it to be a butter, I think. Well, that one's definitely a butter. Can't really tell if there's anything else in there or not. Definitely a butter. And not a genetic stripe. Another butter, some type. It's also not a genetic stripe. Anybody who needs any genetic stripe stuff, make sure to come my way. I'm going to have a ton of it this year. It's a cinnamon of some kind. a genetic stripe of some type. So it might even be just a regular genetic stripe. Odds of that aren't really that probable, but could happen. And there's another butter. Okay, well, on to the next clutch. Got a lot more here actually. Hopefully this video doesn't get too long. This one is something I just decided to try out, and these are actually coming out on their own. This is from a Pastel Lesser Clown bred to a cinnamon genetic stripe. For some reason all my cinnamon stripes really went early this year. And these all decided to hatch on their own. So we'll just kind of open them up a little bit more and take a peek at what they are. And so these are all going to be 100% double het clown genetic stripe. I don't really know if anybody else is doing that. I haven't seen any. Not that means that it hasn't been done before, but I haven't seen it, so it's new for me. There he is. That looks like a pewter. Pewter double het clown stripe. Another pewter. Who knows what will happen when you mix clown and genetic stripe together. Anytime you mix two patterns together, it's really hard to predict in advance how the patterns are going to interact together. It's a lot easier when you're talking a color and a pattern to kind of imagine that the color morph on the pattern. But you know, when you're dealing with two different patterns, who knows how it'll interact. So when I breed some of these double hets together and start producing clown stripe combos, hard to say what they're gonna actually look like. That's a lesser. That could be a lesser cinnamon. Lesser or pastel lesser. I think it's just a regular lesser. And this guy's just blowing up out of the egg all over the place. Get your little head back in there. No, I'm not going to mess with them too much. So this is a clutch more for the future possibilities with it, not so much as far as what it is right now. But if I can breed some of those together and get genetic striped clowns, that'll be something. Okay, got another clutch here. This is from Orange Dream Butter Clown to Black Pastel Het Clown. Some of these combos are just getting ridiculous. Again, this is probably one, I'll know if they're clowns or not, but I probably won't know everything else that's in them. There's got to be some world's firsts in here. That's a clown. Looks like at least a butter clown, if not a butter black pastel clown. Or maybe there's Orange Dream in there. Like the way this one's starting. Another clown with a few other genes added in. I can't wait till these come out. I'm going to produce some really cool clown stuff this year. normal. The odds of that are pretty improbable, actually. Whoa. I don't know what that is, but it's got a crazy pattern. It's a clown for sure, but I don't know. Maybe an orange green black pastel clown. Hopefully we'll know soon. He should be out of the egg in a few days. Getting pretty good odds in this clutch though. That's not a clown. I love that pattern. Whoa. That is a clown and it looks awesome. I want to say there's definitely orange dream in that. Exactly what else is too soon to tell. I have a feeling there's going to be a couple holdbacks out of this clutch. I'm going to really try not to hold back too much stuff this year, but most of the time I just can't help myself. It's probably a butter, or maybe it's a butter combo head for clown. Okay, well, believe it or not, I still have 2 more clutches yet. I thought about doing a second video showing just these 2 clutches, or maybe a couple others that are going to be hatching in another day or 2, but these clutches are going to be really cool. I really want to see what's in here. They're actually the same. It's a calico yellow belly banana bred to a cinnamon enchi het hypo. Both of these clutches are the same. From the same types of females bred by the same male. Doesn't look like there's any calico in there. I don't really know what's in there exactly, but I can tell it's obviously a banana. There's something in here. That looks like it's probably a calico. Some calicos are pretty low white. It's kind of hard to see, but just from the pattern I can tell there's calico in that one. Definitely banana too. Probably even cinnamon. That looks like it's got enchi in it. Hitting pretty good odds on bananas in this clutch, that's for sure. Cinnamon of some type, might be a calico. Well, that's a calico for sure. I don't know what else. Some kind of calico combo. Cinnamon, enchi, possible calico, I guess. Okay, let's see what happens in the next clutch. These clutches will be a lot more interesting once they're actually completely out of the egg and shed. Okay, so same father, the calico yellow belly banana, bred to a cinnamon enchie, het hypo. Really super busy cinnamon of some type. Might be calico on that one. I'd say there's probably enchie in this one. Might be an enchie calico. I forgot there's yellow belly possibilities with all these too, so that could be throwing off the pattern in a lot of them. Oh, here's a yolk yet. Can't really tell what that is. Funny how these clutches turn out. The last clutch had a ton of banana stuff in it. This clutch has only had 2. Or a yolk. Well, we'll have to see what these look like after they come out. I got all kinds of crazy things in here, it looks like. So that's all I have for this week. Got some more nice clutches coming out in the next week. I got a Pastel Yellow Belly Banana Clown to Clown clutch. Pastel Banana to Black Pastel clutch. Crystal to Mojave. Queen Spin to Pastel. Bamboo Woma to Cinnamon Enchie. A few other really nice things too. So stay tuned for that. I will try to get another video up within the next week or so. Might be 2 weeks, but hopefully within a week. And in the meantime, make sure to like us on Facebook. I post a lot of this stuff on there. A lot of post-shed pictures of a lot of the stuff that I do in my videos. So check that out. And also make sure to check out my website, royalconstrictordesigns.com, to see what I actually have for sale. I try to post new animals as they hatch and start feeding, so I'll try to update that pretty frequently over the next few months.